closer. Enter. It's time to begin your journey. Down. Gain exclusive access to demos and news with the PlayStation Underground CD magazine. 2 CDs per issue, 4 issues a year, 8 discs with playable demos, interviews with the game makers, behind the scenes at PlayStation events, hints, downloadable codes, and more. Be the first to get information on the next generation of PlayStation and see what you've only been hearing about. Finally, a magazine that doesn't make you read, it lets you play. Call 1-800-983-SONY or log onto the website to get 1 year's worth of issues and over 40 demos for less than the cost of a new game. As a PlayStation Underground subscriber, you now have access to all the inside information a gamer could dream of. You're underground now. There's no going back.
In my job, I get a lot of calls from customers on Siphon Filter, level 14, the Stronghold Catacombs. In this level, you have to follow a scientist to the cell where Fagin is being held. And there are a few things you must not do in this level if you're going to complete it successfully. You got to only use your silenced weapons in this level. It's very important to go down the left-hand corridor here. There's a right-hand corridor, but it'll just lead you around in circles. Then you set about following the scientist. One of the most important things about this level is to let the scientist get a good head start on you, because you're going to trigger certain enemies along the path. If you have to take those enemies out and the scientist can see what's going on, you're going to lose the level because he'll be alerted to your presence. So as you see here, I'm taking out the guards while the scientist is safely out of sight and out of earshot. Now this is where a lot of people slip up on this level. The scientist stops and talks to 2 guards down at the end of the hall. We'll look here through the sniper rifle viewer. It's very important that these 2 guards are not killed. I repeat, not killed. If you kill these 2 guards, just about anything you do after that, it won't matter. You're going to lose. The scientist remains down at the end of the hall and is close enough that the murdered guards do in fact alert him to your presence. Even if it doesn't end the level immediately, you will not be able to end the level when you reach the door. So instead of killing the 2 guards, we're going to sneak down the hallway. And I do stress sneak. You must hold down the X button and move slowly. And these guys aren't too bright. They're a little drowsy because you can get this close and then just go down the right-hand corridor and they never see you. And those guards won't give you any more trouble as long as you don't double back this way. Through the rest of the level, you're just going to have to take out anybody in your path quietly without the scientist around. And this guard here around the corner, the last guard you're going to need to take out in this level, can be very tricky. What I always try to do is peer around the corner to get him on my radar. You can now see the green dot moving towards me on my radar, and I can level my gun and take him out as he comes around the corner. And if everything goes right, you'll never even see the scientist at the door, because it'll fade to black, and you'll see a movie clip.
In Spyro 2, there are a couple tricky points. One is the Fracture Hills level where you have to save Spinner's friend. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and show you a really cool move on how to unleash your friend from behind the door. Hold down the square button to reach this super speed power-up right here, because the object here is to follow this pathway and through the various doors, and you can't stop or get hit once, because if you do, you lose the super speed power-up and you have to start over again. Go through that portal there, and over this little narrow bridge, and jump at the last second right here, and break down the door. And her friend will be right there for you.
Oh, thank goodness you broke that door down.
Once you save Spinner's friend, you'll get an orb. Now that you've seen it on video, good luck.
Love with it.
Asebi-san, the director, asked us to create a more natural, organic look as opposed to mechanical or technical.
If you think golf is boring, prepare to see it with a whole new swing. To break away from the standard golf game, Sony Computer Entertainment brought out Hot Shots Golf in 1998 and Hot Shots Golf 2 this year. Even if you've never touched a club before, you can just jump in and have fun. The pace is fast, the characters are comic, and the load times are history.
We wanted to come up with a video game that felt so good it would inspire people to try real golf who would otherwise never think of playing.
Yet the Hot Shots Golf game engine also lets the serious golfer work with all the game's finer points, such as course conditions, wind, and spin. The balance was just right. Hot Shots Golf was named Sports Game of the Year by 2 magazines, topping all the major sports like football and basketball.
Oh my goodness, that's on the green.
Now the sequel takes that successful game engine and makes golf even more entertaining. The team in Japan explains.
Holy cow, nice shot.
I love golf. I get our whole team to play together. We try to figure out what makes real golf feel so good so we can put it into the video game.
We want you to feel how great it is to hit a tee shot 250 yards and how good it feels to sink a putt.
The art staff wanted the courses to be more beautiful than ever.
You can now control 4 different seasons for each of 7 courses.
That ball was thirsty.
There are also many more obstacles than in the first game. You have to think about your second shot before you hit your first. You need to use draws and fades more. They're easier to hit than in the first game.
Another thing we added is a short par 3 course. It lets you get in some shooting and putting when your time is short. Golf games were once so serious. People ask, was it a risk to add humor? I don't think so. Not to add humor would be a risk. We need to reach more than just hardcore golfers and bring new players to the game.
On the world's golf courses, they'll never know what hit them. Hot Shots Golf 2. Golf for the people.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, back from the dead once again. The great hero of Gallowmere reduced to a dusty relic at the back of the old museum. Well, things have changed since you've been away. It's a new world, but with the same old problems. So find yourself a weapon and get ready for a scrap. Oh, and if you see my spectral trail, stand in the light and press action to summon me. Sir Daniel Fortescue, back from the dead once again. The great hero of Gallowmere reduced to a dusty relic at the back of the old museum. Well, things have changed since you've been away. It's a new world, but with the same old problems. So find yourself a weapon and get ready for a scrap. Oh, and if you see my spectral As well as an inventory, you've got 2 weapon slots. Select your weapon, then use the stick or directional buttons to select the slot it should go in. Once both slots are full, L1 plus square switches weapons without going back to your inventory. Should make killing things much more fun. If you equipped a shield from your inventory, triangle becomes defend. You can use it with the daring dash for when things get really hairy. It's got a limited amount of strength, so use it sparingly or it'll be you that gets a battering. If you see walls like this that look like you can climb them, you probably can. Use them to get to new areas. This crafty scoundrel is the Spiff. He'll provide you with nearly everything you'll ever need at a hefty price. Press action to select him. On every level, you'll find a chalice. It fills with the souls of the vanquished. Dispatch enough enemies to collect it. Nice one, Dan. If you meet that monster, don't be too scared. Look for his weak point. Don't let things get on top of you. Get on top of them. Afterwards, I'll take you to meet me boss.
Tomba is living peacefully in the country when Zippo finds a mysterious letter addressed to Tomba. The letter says that Tomba's childhood friend Tabby has disappeared. As he read the letter, all he could think about was where she could be. Was she kidnapped? Is she safe?
Just another day in the life of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hey, Spider!
Hey, Black Cat, what's going on?
I know there's been some trouble, but the bank's being robbed and they've got hostages. Use your Spidey compass and get to the bank quickly.
Thanks, Cat. Spider sense tingling. Something's going on here.
What happens when you lag? Let's rock! Well, here we are. Glad you've been taking my advice. Running softer than a chicken bone in minute. Yow! Yes! Harpoon!
Touch!
いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ラーメン作って。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。ラーメン作って。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。
ごちそうさん。
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。ラーメン作って。こんなもんかしら。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。普通だな。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。
ごちそうさん。
普通だな。また来てね。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。ラーメン作って。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。ごめんね。
二度と来るか。
テレビに出てた偉い人が来たわよ。ママざんす。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。ラーメン作って。ありがとうございました。
店を畳み。なんだと思っとる。
いらっしゃいませ。
バカにしとるのか。
ラーメン作って。
バカにしとるのか。
ごめんね。
なん
いらっしゃい
で来る
ませ。
二度と来るか。
ビール入ったよ。ごめんね。いらっしゃいませ。ラーメン作って。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。
ごちそうさん。
ありがとうございました。最高よ。いらっしゃいませ。ラーメン作って。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。ラーメン作って。ごめんね。いらっしゃいませ。ビール入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。まずいなんす。なんなんすか。ビール入ったよ。ごめんね。
なんで来るや。二度と来るか。
いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。まずいざんす。ビール入ったよ。
なんで来るや。二度と来
急ぐ
るか。
ざんす。急ぐざんす。急ぐざんす。ラーメン作って。急ぐざんす。偉い人が来たわよ。
Come. Come closer.